Well, you remember last time strong winds blew Woodstock almost horizontal, and it was clear that we needed to do something with the keel.
Right, well, Dick has been practicing with Photoshop and he's produced these beautiful diagrams of how the keel of Woodstock should actually look.
Well, here's a photo of Woodstock as it was before we took off the wind vane steering. The keel looks like that, and so Dick suggested that we should modify it like that, pushing the weight further down by the insertion of something, or possibly even like that.
So he doesn't know it yet, but he's given me permission to cut off the bottom of the keel along this blue line here. I've measured this with infinite care using the Mark I eyeball and decided that that blue line is near as damn it the line that we've got to cut it off on. I've already cut my thumb just sawing that piece of wood down there. So think what joy we can have when I actually saw this properly. I thought I'd saw it along here. I have no idea what's in here. Metal, wood, fiberglass, you name it. Which is why I'm doing it by hand. I had thought of using my electric circular saw, but I thought I don't know what I'm going to encounter here. So we'll just do it slowly, like this. You can see this is absolutely vertical, can't you? Well, it's as near vertical as I can do it, and in my experience anything I saw always comes off slightly at the wrong angle, so we can always plane it afterwards, can't we? It's mainly wood sawdust that's coming through here, so I guess it's mainly wood. There might be some vertical metal things somewhere in here. I mean, going this way. Well, I suppose this is an easy sawing job, but it's just tiring me out a little bit. We're just coming now to the end of what was the original keel, I think, before this bit was added on. So I don't know how strong this bit is. We'll be taking strain. That sounded like something other than wood, didn't it? A bit of fiberglass, you think, or what? There's a metal thing. Right, we'll try the Stanley HSS hacksaw just to see if that. We've got through it anyway, so back to the good saw, the wood saw. Heavy. Right, so here's the keel after I've cut the bottom off. Soft wood, plywood, bit of hardwood in the middle here.
And there's a screw there securing the hardwood to the softwood, which is what I had to hacksaw through.
Right, well, because I'm a physicist I can't stop measuring things, so we'll take the keel, which has got some cylinder full of lead shot here, plus a bit of wood. Put it in here, and we'll see what that weighs. 8 kilogram, the old keel. Most of that weight will be in the cylindrical thing at the bottom. And consequently, I expect the hull to be remarkably light. Yes, it is remarkably light. A lot lighter than it was before. I suppose you want me to weigh that as 2, do you? Well, I can't. So there. Maybe I can pull it up on that. About 11 kilograms. When I cut off this bit, I will cut it just to the right of this screw line here. So I'm just going to take it off. I'm not quite sure what this thing in here, this bit here is. So I'm going to take it off straight here. See if I can do this without cutting my... So we've taken that off. There appears to be a round metal thing here, about 12 millimetres in diameter, going upwards presumably. So it's just as well I didn't cut it off any further up, or attempt to. And look at this. This is interesting. Great big. Is that the head of a hex bolt? I think.
Could be.
Going up into the keel.
So there's nothing extending into the bit you took off then?
No.
So you again.
By the absolute. I mean, you know how I've got X-ray eyes, and
yes, of course. Now, ultimately, when we've got something extended down there, I was thinking about something of this ilk.
Yes.
Just something, you know, to provide a surface between the two.
Yes, just to
gaffer
have a dynamic
tape around
surface.
there.
Yes.
And gaffer tape
Absolutely,
up the edges.
yes. I mean, we don't want anything properly done.
Because we're just as likely to decide we want to shorten it along.
Indeed, yes.
Or change it.
Yes. This is square, is it?
Yeah.
So it's about the right size to fit. So you'd have one there and one there kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I had in mind, but I was taking the angle from here, if you saw the drawing.
Oh, you wanted to go like that?
Well, I was only because, you know, see, I'm a bit mixed about this.
Well, actually, I think that
wing
could
to come
come
off.
round and come down a bit. But,
Yeah, I was just trying to
not,
avoid
not
catching
totally
weed.
vertical, but perhaps like that.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that's right, yeah, yeah.
I was wondering whether I might get a sort of perhaps 1 centimetre thick aluminium plate to this shape and just screw it up all the way along here, and then I've got something to anchor this to, which is more...
Well, that's exactly what I'd originally thought. I'd originally thought something like that, both on there and on the way.
Do these things couple at right angles onto here with some...
Yes. If you do a quick search for aluminium 20mm
and are they
profile...
100% strong? Because here's the bit I cut off. If you hold this at arm's length, and it's going to be doing like this in the water all the time.
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
There's going to be absolutely massive leverage like this all the time.
Exactly.
And I don't think that just putting one thin thing, 4 millimetres in diameter up here, is going to work at all. This is why I'm kind of thinking, if I had a strong aluminium plate or some of that stuff and screwed it all the way along and epoxied it in, etc.
Ideally, keels are held on with keel bolts,
which we know break as they, what was that sailing boat where they all died?
Cheeky
Rafiki, yes. Yeah. Apparently we do know this has got to be strong. And by the way, we don't even know that this wood is strong enough to have massive weights waving around miles down.
Exactly. So I mean, by
Because we
rights,
don't know how it's fixed on here.
by rights, what we ought to be doing is going right through. Here's the other end of that thing there that you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that...
that's the end of that.
why
bolt.
hasn't it got a nut on it?
It looks like it's got something on it. It looks like another of those.
Oh,
right. We almost need to go right through there and out the other side.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting down something that was about this, a piece of studding that thick.
You feel that?
Oh, blimey.
And then you imagine the boats.
What is it? Just wood? That's absolutely
No,
no.
it's an old fire extinguisher.
That is... Well, it's a fire extinguisher full of lead.
Yeah.
But
Have you felt the weight of it?
It's actually going to be more there.
Yes.
Although if it
But
gets
that, you see,
extreme,
it's here that it's
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
doing something like this, only perhaps slightly thicker. If you really wanted to...
Yeah. The thing is that if you only go in so far,
yes.
this is going to take the stress.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go
Yes.
right, if you go
All right,
right
so we have
through,
some
yeah.
bolts like this,
Yeah.
and some kind. Either we bolt a bit of that, or a specially shaped piece of aluminium on here.
And the fact that we haven't got a solid thing all the way down.
Yeah. What you mean?
Well, the fact that if we went
What comes below here is going to be
if we went
completely
with
non-functional.
with
It's
a-
just
with a
holding
gap,
that, isn't
if
it?
we went with a gap like that
Yes.
and just bars between here, then those bars have got to take an awful lot of strain. I don't know. Again,
Well, you're saying that two of those is not going to be enough. Well, what I could do is
I'm just wondering
fix
whether
the weight
absence-
onto the bottom of that and wave it around.
The absence of anything
Any
solid
structure in there.
Yeah. But it's so hard to tell at this scale.
But if we had structure in there, it wouldn't be adjustable as you've planned.
Exactly that. Yeah. I think for just a model like this, and
Yes.
without
It's only a
the
test,
risk of
isn't
life
it?
on there,
And nothing has to be
test, yeah.
waterproof.
Yeah. So
And never mind about electrolytic corrosion.
no, well, it's not going to be in the water long enough. 20 minutes every every week or something, you know, if that. See what I mean? So you can have a
Yes.
couple of
Or we
bolts
could
here
have
and a couple of bolts
We could have
down
an
there.
aluminium plate all along here and do it that way. But,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy a milling machine in a minute.
You're dying for an excuse to do that. You've been dying. Please, can I have one? I got an intuitive feeling that if it's locked in
To the keel.
to the keel,
Yeah. Yes,
that-
absolutely.
that
Because
whatever
that
is
will-
going on
yes,
here will
yes.
take the
I
boat with it.
agree with
yeah.
that, yes.
That does mean some pretty difficult drilling through there and
Yes.
accessing from the other side. So if we say 22,
Yes.
then this 8 kilogram is about 32%.
Which is about right.
Yeah. So one interesting thing to do that we need to take note before we start changing the shape of these, because at the moment we can measure it, presumably to sort of
Yes.
less of the sort of thickness. I think the centre of buoyancy is about here. I was looking at the diagram I've made up using all the things and put it into a boat thing, and it showed the sort of centre of buoyancy at about that level.
Definitely going to be below the red line.
So if we take that distance from there to there,
Yeah.
if we double that, the weight's going to be twice as effective in terms of stability.
Yes.
If we
So
don't,
that you're taking, so that the measurement should be from the centre of buoyancy, which we say is there.
yeah.
So
that's right.
this is what.
So when
10
we're
centimetres.
extending it, we
No,
need to know by
20
how much.
centimetres.
Yeah, we need. It's useful to know how much we've
Yes.
extended it. Yeah. An ounce saved at the masthead is worth £0.25 at the keel.
Right.
Now we've stuck that.
What's that in metric?
I don't know. And I don't know whether that was sort of just a
Yes.
saying or a kind of.
Yes, and we've just put an anemometer up there, which is
Exactly that, and that's what I was getting ready
Yeah.
to say.
the windage on
One
that
of the
must be
things
quite
that's
low.
been significantly different on that last trip we sailed, the last test we did, from the previous ones, is we've gone and stuck that pretty large weight up on the top.
Yeah.
And I think we shouldn't disregard the fact that
No.
what we were seeing on Saturday, that must have been playing into that quite significantly. If we can get a double overlap, so whatever we end up with, I mean, the
Yes.
maximum we can fit in will be where and
when it's fully clamped. Yeah.
yeah, but we can always extend it if
Yes,
we want to try
that's
more.
right.
And if it does,
So perhaps the fully collapsed
Retracted.
version should be double this distance. So
yeah,
about there.
yeah, yeah, yes.
And then we
And then
can
we
come
can
down to
extend
3 times.
Yeah, exactly. If the keel's doing this a bit, if we feel it's flailing around a bit, we can always just put a guy rope on either side, like I did with the rudder.
Worrying me is I've got to take, in order to do this, I've got to take all this out and that out to get down to the keel. Because I think, yes,
Is that glued and screwed or just screwed? Have you got a drill? I can't remember if you got a drill
I have a
stand.
small pillar drill. I had a big
Pillar.
pillar drill,
Yeah.
but it was so big that when I demolished my other garage, I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I sold it on eBay. So then I had to buy a small one
Yeah.
because I didn't have a pillar drill.
Now we need a large.
What we need is a large workshop, like
Yes.
everybody else on the YouTube has
I
got,
know. Yes. Fully equipped with everything
Yes.
from
with these 12-foot lathes and so on.
yeah, and the milling machines and
Yes.
and what's the CRN cutters, you know, for
Yes.
all
Yeah,
sorts
yeah,
of
yeah.
materials,
These
from
plasma
polystyrene to
cutters.
steel,
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
know, and then a 3D printer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know anyone who can bank roll us?